Welcome to Rise Fitness. I'm Dylan and I used to be an athlete. Fitness was my life and my happiness. I lost all of that when I dove into a wave at the beach in 2014. 5 tough years later, I decided to do something about it and started on a mission to help myself and others find the happiness that I once had. We are a community that encourages healthy living, positivity, independence, and the concept that we are stronger together. If you're not already a member, go to risehomefitness.com and sign up to stay in the loop. Also, make sure to check out our community forum and share something. I promise it will help someone, if not lots of people in the community. Maybe you'll learn something too. Now that that's out of the way, let's get ready to do some work.
What's up everyone, Shawn here for a Rise Fitness workout. So this time we're actually just going to be starting with what we do for a stretching and warm up before the main workout we're going to get into. So every time before you do a workout, you always want to stretch your muscles out a little bit. So some of the things I do to stretch, one of the first things I like to do is just shake my arms out a bit. And I actually just like to extend out just kind of as far as I can, give it a good reach. If I can, go up a little higher, just kind of give it some little motion, even like you're flapping your wings, but just real slow. And then sometimes I'll even go into some motion circles just to loosen up the shoulders and everything. And then once you get your shoulders and arms basically loosened up, one of the other things I like to do is I'll do a cross body pull. So I'll grab the arm, get behind my elbow, and pull. So you want to do each stretch for a good 30 seconds to a minute if you can. We might not hold the whole time right here. If you need to pause, get a little extra stretching in, definitely go for it. But that is a good time to go for, to try to hit at least 30 seconds. So we're getting arm all the way across, and if you need help doing this, you need a caregiver or something to give you a little hand, that's okay too. All right, so now that we get the cross body, one of the other things I like to do to stretch is I'm gonna take my hands and go behind. I'm gonna flip them so I have my palms on my wheels, and I'm gonna try to push them down as far as I can on my wheels. And then I'm gonna straighten up as much as I can. So I'm just pushing pressure on the backs of my hands against the wheels to hold my arms straight, since I don't really have triceps to keep them out like that. So I'm just holding down, pushing my back forward with my shoulders, just trying to hold my body straight as I can. Also keeping my head up, stretching the neck a bit. You can stretch it down too. Even do some side neck stretches while you're here. Just get everything loose. So once you got the back of the hands, I also like to flip my hands and go palms forward. So now it's kind of pulling my what would be my pecs out a little bit more, my shoulders here. And now same thing, I'm just pushing pressure against the wheels. So I'm pushing into the wheels and trying to push my shoulders forward to really get that stretch in the front of the shoulder. Same thing with all of them, just 30 seconds to a minute, whatever you want to try to get in. All right, now that we got that one, we're gonna actually back up against a wall now, because I just need a little bit more stability with the wall since I don't have very much core muscles. Spasms here. Adjust my legs real quick. So yeah, we're backing up against the wall just for a little bit more stability. lock the brakes. So now I can lean against the wall a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is actually I'll start with one arm first. I'm gonna do my left arm. I'm actually gonna raise it up, and without triceps, it's gonna kind of just fall, but it just falls behind my head. And I can't exactly reach up to push it down, but I'm just gonna let it sit, let gravity pull, and just, if I can, tighten it as much as pull the shoulder as much as I can back while I'm doing this, and towards my body, towards my head, just to get the biggest stretch I can. You can also use the wall to lean, like that. That's another little more comfortable for me. I can get a little bit deeper of a stretch, leaning my head out too. So now we'll try to switch over to the other arm. Same thing, I'm just gonna kind of come up, and it just sort of falls down naturally. So be careful, don't let it hit yourself. But now we get the arm up. I'll do this stretch for a few, and then I'll try to lean back into the wall again, and a little more to the side. And stretch the neck if I can. Okay, I'm back. And then another stretch I need the wall for, and also not having triceps, I can't really just stretch my arms way up, but if I put them together, I can use the weight of them. So I'm linking my thumb into my hand here, and I'm actually just gonna lean all the way back and push up. So I'm using my shoulders to push up, basically bypassing having that tricep. And using the wall for stability like this, I'm able to lean back and get a good stretch up. And if you want, you can come down and like switch your hands. Sometimes I do that. This is just a slightly different position. I'll switch from one thumb holding the other thumb. There we go, and down. Ooh, so now we'll come back here and just kind of, now that we got everything pretty stretched out, I'm just gonna give it a second for the spasm. All right. I'm just gonna give my arms a little shake out, and then we're gonna go up to the side. I'm just gonna kind of do some small rotations, just kind of loosening it up, getting the blood flowing more. All right. Stretch the neck out a little more if you need to. That's one thing with me, it's always tight. All right, so now we got kind of a basic little stretch going. We're just gonna do a quick little warm-up workout with the wrist weights here, or if you want, you can just leave your wrist weights off and just do them freehand, whatever's easier. This is just still kind of a warm-up exercise. Okay, got the weights on. So we're just gonna do what's called T-drills, and it's a nice little warm-up exercise. So we're gonna do just one set of 10 of these, just to kind of get the blood flowing, and then you can jump into another workout if you'd like. But we're gonna start, so if you don't already know what the T-drill is, we're doing one arm at a time. We're gonna come up in the front, out to our side, down to the side, back up on the side, and a rotate to the front and down. So that's gonna be one. We're doing one set, just one set of 10, but we're gonna do on both arms. So let's go ahead and do, that was one for one arm. We'll just jump into the one for the other arm. Get set up, we're going out, down, back to the right, You want to have nice controlled motion. If the weight's too heavy, so you're having to jerk your arms around, lower the weight a bit. You want to be able to nice and smoothly go up, down, and over. And another thing you might notice, since I don't have core muscles and stability, I'm using my opposite arm that's not doing the T-drill as a counterbalance. So I kind of have to stick it out a little bit and balance my weight on my body, which is a helpful tip if you are a quad not having the core muscles. Just a couple more. Last set. All right, there we go. So that's just a nice little stretch and warm up exercise for everybody. That's something to get your day started. Now, if you're really feeling up to it, why don't you go ahead and jump into one of our bigger workouts and do another, even if it's just another 10-minute workout or up to another like 25-minute workout or more if you're really feeling it. But this is a good way to start your day. I suggest trying to start your day every day with stretching. I do every day in the morning. I stretch out every morning before I get out of bed. And then I also stretch again before I go to bed in my chair. And that's just a habit I got into early on, and it's a really good habit to form. So I would suggest trying it, or I even challenge you to try it 5 days in a row and see how you feel after 5 days of stretching. It's a good start and it gets you into the habit. All right, everyone, I'm Shawn for Rise Fitness, and we'll see you on the next workout.